That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not.
Get ready to fly!
Afternoon and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Carter Nolan is behind the camera.
And sober.
Carter's sober. I'm not so. I watched this game. I don't remember all of it, but we won. Isn't that great? But anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Appreciate you tuning in. This is our last game of the preseason before officially we start this channel's Season 3 of the regular season. This is our third year covering it, and we are freaking hyped, and I gotta tell you right now. What?
And with our third year, I was just gonna say, let us know what you think of the new thumbnail style. I'm wondering if we should go with this going forward. I want your feedback, so put it in the comments section. I'm looking.
Let us know what your thoughts are on the thumbnail. It's a topical thumbnail, isn't it? Mama fucking mia. But anyway, Jets win 5-3 over the Calgary Flames. I gotta tell you, I'm actually really hyped with this Winnipeg Jets team. Like, I got some faith. Like, this Jets team has instilled in me a confidence level that I think we could do some things this year. This Jets team beat pretty much the Calgary teams. Like, it was the Jets beating the Calgary Flames. Flames.
You said Kings.
No, Calgary teams.
Oh, okay.
Fool.
I thought you said Kings.
The Jets just beat the Flames. Like, straight up. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no, like, oh, this is last cuts. No. We beat them. Clean as a whistle. Say what you want about last game we beat them clean as a whistle, but this game it was even cleaner. They had their starting goalie in net, and the Jets just stomped on them. There will be no reactions today. I'm sorry. I know. However, I'm sorry to the guy who timestamps every video. You can timestamp the pre-intro, Ron, but we have nothing to say because this game was not televised, and I was at a bar watching this game. So I have my notes.
How are you watching if it wasn't televised, Zach?
I was watching it on my phone like a fucking nerd. I literally sat at a table of Boston Pizza with it on my phone. I was just like, that's good. That's good. Jets come up to an early lead. Dubois on a deflection shot from Perfetti and DeMello. I almost want to say reaction here, but there is nothing to queue up. Jets make it 1-0. Jets would then make it 2-0. Ehlers off the backboards would deflect it off of Markstrom and in. Lowry and Connor getting the assists on that. I'm looking at my low-key teleprompter to just check who gets the assists. Jets make it 2-0. And then Toffoli on a 3-on-2 rush turns into a pass across seam. He'll score to make it 2-1 from Lindholm and Huberdeau. No reaction there again. And then before that is done, Hannafin gets a goaltender interference penalty. Good call. He, while our guy pushes him a bit towards the goaltender, he makes no effort to get out of the way, takes out Hellebuck. Jets go on the power play, and then on the power play goal, on the rush, Pierre-Luc Dubois double dips in Calgary with the assist to Scheifele and Morrissey to make it 3-1. We go to the second period. Although Tony Now would take a tripping penalty, no power play goal would be scored on that. Coleman taps in the rebound from Zahornia and Hannafin to make it 3-2. Jets would make it 4-2 later in the period from Connor from DeMello and Morrissey. DeMello would get 2 assists in this game. Good for him. And then a 2-on-1 pass across on the short-handed goal. Scheifele from Connor and Pionk make it 5-2. We go to the third period. Kadri would score from Toffoli, and Dubé would make it 5-3, and the Jets would win 5-3. Now let's talk about this game in essence now, because now that we've got all of the stuff out of the way, the events coming out of the way, the Jets looked great. The Jets, for having low shots on net, had a high quality of shots on net, and that's important. If the Jets can be a high quality shooting team, doesn't matter if they're a high shooting team or not. Because if you can score a lot of goals on the quality of shots, that means you have an elite top six and you have an elite forward core, and that's great to see. I'm good. Carter's giving me a face like, you good? I am good. Hellebuck looked great in net tonight, although
I'm not so sure.
He wasn't elite, but he didn't have to be. Jets would win this 5-3, obviously. Flames have looked lackluster. That being said, their last 2 games have been against your Winnipeg Jets. Jets won't play again until in a week's time against the New York Rangers. I'll be on Ranting New York Rangers page about that page, doing a live stream with them. I'll post about it on a community post. Keep your eyes peeled for when that drops. The Jets have looked like an elite team in this preseason, and I'm really excited. Like, guys, I know it's very early on in the year to do this, but I think the Jets are going to make the playoffs. I think if this team shows up with this type of top 6 working on overdrive right now, then this team is going to go places. The way that the offense is going and the way the defense is dialed in, like defensively, it looks like a lot of good signs. Hanel looks like he's poised to make the roster. Obviously, let's talk about some of the cuts. Kovacevic got cut. No surprise there. Sandberg looks like the odd man out. He might get cut to the Manitoba Moose. I don't personally agree with that decision. I would rather have Logan Stanley get cut, but I understand it. Hanola, though, looks like he's going to make it, and that's great. And Brad Lambert, unfortunately, is the final cut for the forward core, it seems. It's unfortunate, but I think we're 1 year away from Brad Lambert.
I think it's actually more beneficial for him to spend 1 year down there and come up next year.
Agreed. I
think he'll develop better.
He's going to be nasty in the AHL. And I'd like to see him in the AHL, not the WHL. Technically, you can pick, but I think it'd be good to have him in the AHL.
I heard
with that gritty type of game, I think it'd be good to see him on the Manitoba Moose.
Yeah, the rumor I heard from Murat Atesh is that he's going to be playing top 6 in the Moose.
So let's talk about the guys who made the team and seemingly make the team. Third line is going to be Harkin. It's going to be, I think, Adam Lowry, Mason Appleton, and I think it's going to be Morgan Barron. I like that third line. Morgan Barron is the trigger man on that line. Looks great. And I'm not just a Morgan Barron tryhard because I met him at a bar one time. But I am a big fan of Morgan Barron. Fourth line looks like it's poised to be Saku Maenalanen with Jansen Harkins and Dominic Toninato, with Sam Gagner being the 13th forward, possibly switching in on a regular basis with Dominic Toninato. I see that as a likelihood because everyone in the top 6 can kill penalty minutes, meaning that Dominic Toninato and Jansen Harkins don't need to be as big of roles as they have in the past, and that's a good sign. Also, Saku Maenalanen has had the standout preseason. Like, guys, let's be honest, don't, bias aside, other than Brad Lambert, of anybody who's had a preseason that looked like they were ready to make the team that wasn't on the team last year, Saku Maenalanen, for sure. That's the guy. Billy Hanola looks poised to make the Winnipeg Jets on the defensive side. I'm excited for that. I like the lines they rolled out tonight. Keep them. Run them with Schmidt. I think that's solid. Goaltending has been good. Arvid Holm, I look forward to seeing in the Manitoba Moose on the Manitoba Moose. Obviously, Mikhail Burton has went back to Russia to play in Russia. I have personally, I think this means that he might be drafted into the war, but I don't want to get into that political issue, guys. I just think that this was necessary for him. I expect to see him back as a Winnipeg Jet and a Manitoba Moose 1 year, but oh well. But anyway, honestly, guys, I know this video isn't the longest video, but it wasn't televised. It wasn't recorded, online well, but I did what I could to watch the game. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Tell me your thoughts on this preseason. I want to hear it, and I will answer. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Connor, he'll stretch the top for Connor, and score! Pierre-Luc Dubois